Thank you for tuning into our channel Overlow Farm in Mhondoro-Ngezi, Zimbabwe. Thank you to our returning subscribers, and thank you to those who have just tuned in today. Today we sort of also mark or sort of celebrate this milestone. We have just been granted YouTube community status, which means as Overlow Farm and the people who embrace the ideas and the philosophy that we follow, we are now a community and hope we continue to develop each other. We have discussions about what you see on the farm. This is just an extension of the things that we believe we could do or work towards. So it means about sharing ideas, also helping each other navigate the terrain of farming, because it is a farming venture, and one of the things that we believe in is a collaboration, because it is a process of two more people or entities sort of coming together in cooperation, sharing information, in essence trying to achieve an identified goal. For us at Overlow Farm, specialized knowledge means to acquire information on a subject and go deeper until you reach mastery. That's one of the things we want to sort of work towards as a community. The mastery levels though can only be attained by using information in the real world. That's why sometimes we just try and see us trying to embrace and put in concepts that we may have picked up during discussions. This is in a way to try and improve ourselves. For us, we advocate that we should never stop learning throughout our lives, and we should all have a comprehensive lifelong learning plan. But a part of that is practicing that knowledge in the lab. Today I'm just going to show you one of the things we tend to do, which is we feed our animals with mpangara. I've shown you a video before when we were sort of discussing some interacting with the animals is one of the most important daily routines that we undertake at Overlow Farm. because it allows us to establish any concerns, any areas, close look at how the animals are behaving. Also helps us to pick up on any ailments, any diseases, especially with the prevalence of things like ticks. It's also important for us to be able to monitor if there's any increase in the distribution of ticks on our animals. So one of the reasons we interact with these animals is to ensure that we are sort of making observations in terms of the physical look of the animal and its behaviors. And one of the elements that you find with any animal that is not feeling well is not eating well or lagging behind in certain things. So that's one of the things that we tend to do at Overlow Farm. Notwithstanding that, one of the interacting with animals is a critical element in terms of animal-human interaction. It creates a bond in animals and also helps with immunity. As you know, a happy animal is a healthy animal. So that's one of the reasons that we undertake some of the things that you're seeing in this video. It is an idea to try and sort of foster a relationship with our animals, so that at least when we are handling them, it becomes easier in the long run. So there are some ultimate benefits that you find with the embarking on this sort of behaviors, especially with animals. So continue to have a look on our video. Thank you to our returning subscribers. Thank you to those who are providing comments down below. Please like us, please continue to share. And we now sort of acquired the community status. We've got a community forum that we can always discuss issues, share ideas that can better us and better us as a community. This is not ultimately about Overlow Farm, but it is about the principles that govern the way we operate. There are a lot of things that we would want to share. We also want to sort of gain a lot of knowledge. Let me try and spell out the importance of God rearing. It's less investment, it's more profitable, higher market potential, and as you know, goats are disease resistant. And the good thing is they frequently are kidding, 2 or more kids per delivery. And one of the things that you can farm on a farm, children can easily manage goats. So when you talk about management, so it is quite a good proposal to be rearing goats. For me, the reproductive efficiency of female goats can also be highly exploited by proper planning of breeding. We're not particularly concerned about our current size because we believe in growth. We believe you've got to start somewhere. You believe you've got to develop the fundamental skills. You've got to build the foundation upon which greater things will come. So for us, it's better for us to improve our efficiencies currently now as we are small, because the demand will continue to increase as we grow. So as our farm grows, you will also notice that we'll also be improving our mechanization and our infrastructure. That way we are gaining skills and we are also building reputation. We are collaborating with others. We are actually becoming, as like I said, we've just recently been granted the community status on YouTube, which means that in terms of size we are growing, and there's nothing as good as growing with a growing farm. There's nothing as good as attaching yourself to something that is growing, because in a few years we'll be talking something different. For today, we are not particularly concerned about the nature of our size, but we are more concerned about the things that we do on a daily basis, the things that enhance our practices, the things that sort of helps us sort of educate others, and also acquire education to try and enhance our skills. Because Rome was never built in a day. We continue to aspire to gain more knowledge, to gain more insight into the issues that are prevalent within the farming community, and also networking, which is fundamental in today's date, embracing new technologies, also traveling and seeing what other people are doing in terms of best practice. So these are all things that are really relevant. We are a global community and we are not an island as such, so we all in our next videos we'll be showing some of the dogs that we have on the farm. This is another element when you talk about security, and we'll also be showing how we look after our dogs and their role within Overlow Farm. We pride ourselves, these are, you know, a dog is the man's best friend. We do our best to try and look after them. Thank you very much for looking. To our Jenny subscriber, thank you very much, and thanks for sharing, and thanks for your comments. Cheers.